dear children, how do you all feel today? How is your life? Every day we are taught many lessons which are help us to overcome the present situations. Welcome dear ones for this new session. During the last class, we have seen that the main character Dasa, who is very lazy in his work. So, the family members warned him of dismissing from the job. The neighbors gathered there and they also started to blame Dasa. So, Dasa was trying to escape from the present situation. Let's see what happened next. Look at the lesson. Meanwhile, more neighbors assembled. They began discussing snake menace and the dangers of snake bite. They began helping the neighbor in every possible way. They tucked up their dhotis, seized everywhere available knife and crowbar, and began to hack the garden. Creepers, bushes, and lawns were laid low. What could not be trimmed was cut to the root. The inner walls of the house brightened with unobstructed glare streaking in. When there was nothing more to be done, Dasa asked triumphantly, "Where is the snake?" Listen. Meanwhile means at that time, more neighbors assembled. Assembled means gathered. Why do they gather? They started to discuss about the dangers of snake bite. They were engaged in helping to find out the snake. They have collected every tools. Which are the tools mentioned here? Here, knife, crowbar, etc. Crowbar means a heavy iron bar used to lift things. They cleaned the garden, cut down the creepers and bushes. They trimmed out. Trimmed means cut out. Okay. Trimmed out almost all the plants. Now the garden and the garden wall looks shined. Everywhere they cleaned. But they couldn't find the snake. Now Dasa was very happy because of nothing he has seen. So he suddenly asked a question. Where is the snake? He asked with a triumphantly. What's the meaning of triumphantly? Victoriously. Why did he feel so? Yeah, they couldn't find the snake. Everyone was shouting for the entering the snake. Now, it is not found. So, he felt that he has won. What was his question? Where is the snake? Is there any reply? No, there wasn't. Okay, let's see what is next. An old beggar cried for ants at the gate. They told her that they were busy with a snake hunt. On hearing it, the old woman became happy. You are fortunate. It is God Himself who has come to visit you. Don't kill the snake. Mother was in hearty agreement. You are right. I forgot all about the promised Abhishekam. This is the reminder. She gave a coin to the beggar who promised to send a snake charmer as she went. Let's see, what did the paragraph say? Suddenly, who appeared at the gate? Yeah, an old lady who is a beggar. She asked for alms. Alms here means helps. They told her that they were busy in search of a snake. By hearing it, the old lady became very happy. You are fortunate. She said, you are all lucky persons. Why? Because the God who Himself has come to visit you. She warned them also. What did she say? She said, don't kill the snake. It is a sign of devotion. Suddenly, the mother remembered about the promise she had. She realized that, or she reminded that for her, so the mother handed over a coin to the beggar. The beggar also promised them to send a snake charmer. Snake charmer means a person who catches the snake. Let's see the next paragraph. Presently, an old man appeared at the gate and announced himself as the snake charmer. They gathered around him. He spoke to them of his life and activities and his power over snakes. They asked admiringly, "How do you catch them?" Thus he said, pouncing upon an imaginary snake on the ground. They pointed at the direction in which the cobra had gone and asked him to go ahead. He looked helplessly and said, "If you show me the snake, I will catch it at once. Otherwise, what can I do? The moment you see it again, send for me. I live nearby." He gave his name and departed. Suddenly, what happened is an old man appeared at the gate and announced that he is the snake charmer. By hearing this, all the members came and rounded him. The old man explained about his life. Meanwhile, they asked many questions. What might be they asked? Can you imagine and tell me? Yeah, how do you catch the snake? Or how do you learn to catch the snake? How many snakes you have caught? What would you do after catching them? Like many questions, isn't it? Then he looked around and asked, "Show me, where is the snake?" They pointed to the gate and told that the cobra has gone to that side. He looked here and there and said, "If you show me the snake, I will catch. When the snake is visible, please call me again." He gave his name and went away by telling them that if they meet the snake again, he had to inform him. Here we could see R.K. Narayan's simple way of making the customs and the rituals in mocking way. So we can conclude here today. Read the story and find out the new words. Write it in your notebook. Thank you.